Great, so now we're ready to start our final touch on our maze game, which is obviously when our explorer gets all the way to the gold, we want to tell the player that they have won. Okay, lots of different ways to do that. The way we're going to do it, or the way we're going to look at doing it, is to have a new backdrop that's going to come up, just similar to the game over one, that's going to say you won. So first of all, we need to create that backdrop. So we're going to go to our stages section down here and to our backdrops tab up here. And you can see we've already got our level 1 and our game over. We're going to paint a new backdrop using the icon down at the bottom left here. And I'm going to do the same as I did with the game over. I'm going to choose a square tool. And I'm going to fill it this time with a green colour. I'm not going to have an outline, so I'm going to click on the outline bit and click on the red stripe. That means no outline, thank you very much. And then I can click in the corner and just draw up my big green rectangle. And in there, I'm going to use my text tool. And this time my text is going to be in black. I'm going to use the same pixel font because I think that was cool. And I'm going to write you win. And again, because I'm in vector, I can make that bigger. There we go. Move it around a little bit. Excellent. You win. There we go. Now that I've created this backdrop, I need to name it. And I'm going to call it you win. And then going back to my code tab, I can then click on my Explorer. And I need to think how it's going to come up with this you win sign. Well, it's going to happen when my Explorer touches that gold circle. Actually, so I need my level 1 screen back up, don't I? I could just press the green flag and then press the stop button to get my level 1 up again. So we're going to put it in this bit of code here, which is the bit that says if touching colour black, go to the start. And we're actually going to duplicate this bit of code, the if touching colour bit. So I'm going to right click on the if and I'm going to go duplicate and I'm going to stick that just underneath it, not inside the if, but underneath the if, but it's still going to be inside the forever loop. Okay, now my touching colour black needs to change. So if I click on that black and then click on the dropper down at the bottom there, because I don't think I'll be able to match exactly the right colour by sliding these sliders. So I'm going to use the dropper and I'm going to go up to my gaming window and click on the gold circle. And that will give me the exact same colour as my gold circle up there. So if touching colour gold, what do I want to happen? Well, I don't want my sprite to go back to the beginning again, so I can get rid of that bit of code. What I do want to do is I want to switch my backdrop. So I go to Looks, the Looks tab, and I go down to switch my backdrop, and I grab that, stick it in there, and instead of level 1, I want that to say, you win. Now the problem is, that will only happen whilst he's touching the gold. If I accidentally move him off the gold, actually as soon as it goes onto the you win screen, there's no gold on there, so it could do some weird things. So what I need to do is I need to stop everything after it switches the backdrop to you win to make sure that the timer stops and to make sure that all my other bits of code stop, because that's the end of the game. Okay, now if you're interested in doing a level 2, then we'll do that later. But for now, let's just concentrate on winning this particular maze. So I've got switch backdrop to you win. I don't want my explorer to be showing at this point, so I'm going to add a hide so that he will disappear. And then I'm going to add a stop command, which will stop all of the other scripts in this sprite. Okay, so it's going to stop the timer, it's going to stop the lives, it should stop the movement, it'll stop everything. Now after this, I also need to send a message to the fire to stop the fire or to hide the fire. So I need to make sure that I send a message to the fire to hide them. So I'm going to broadcast a message. Now, broadcasting is a really handy tool to get messages across to control other sprites if you're not doing that via the variables. So I'm going to send a message. I'm not going to have broadcast and wait because I don't need to wait for it to wait to do anything. I'm just going to broadcast a message, and in this broadcast I'm going to say a new message, and I'm going to call it "You win." Now then, this isn't related to the backdrop in any way. It's just called the same thing. In fact, I should call it something different just to make sure that it's not confusing. But never mind, let's just call it broadcast "You win." And then in my fire bit, I'm going to have a when I receive "You win," I'm going to hide. Okay, now this might just hide the original sprite and not the clone, but let's test it, shall we? Let's see if we can get to the gold within 30 seconds without losing any lives, and see if we can get to our "You win" screen. Here we go. So I'm going to press go. Off I go up the maze. Now I have actually done this once already, so it can be done. Not via that route. I have to go round the bottom here to go round this bit of fire. Let's see if I can get all the way. Here we go. So tense. Here we go. Got 8 seconds left. Do you think I'll make it? Hopefully. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You win with 1 second to go. Wow! And the good thing is it did hide the clone of the fire as well. So there we go. That is our game. I had 3 lives, I had 1 second to go, but it managed to hide my explorer and hide the fire, and then all I need to do to play again is to press the green flag, and it should start everything off again. Fantastic.